Alright, so one more thing you're going to need is that when you have several buildings, they're going to end up overlapping. As you can see, when one building is behind another, sometimes you can't see the bottom or there's different details that are hidden. So we're going to draw a building that's going to be overlapped behind this one. So we already have the top of the building, which is step one. Top of the building and vanishing point is step one. Okay, step two, you take the corners of the building to the vanishing point. But we have a problem. So there's the corner of the building. There's the vanishing point. So if I draw this all the way, I'm going to go right through my building, my road, my tree, all that. And then when I erase, I'm going to have it pretty much ruined because I'm going to take a lot of that off when I erase. So the solution is like how we did the windows. If you remember when we did the windows, we just had the window dot going to the vanishing point, and when we drew the line for the window, we stopped when we hit the bottom of the building. So what we're going to do for the corners of the building is the same kind of thing. You go from the corner of the building to the vanishing point, but when you draw, when you hit the top of the building, you stop drawing, even though the ruler goes all the way to the vanishing point. So that line went to the vanishing point. So then you go over and do the next corner of the building. So I've got the vanishing point and the corner of the building are right along the edge of the ruler, so I put my pencil down, and then when I draw and hit the building, I stop. Okay, and I've got this other corner right here to do. So corner of the building, vanishing point. Notice I have my hand spread out so the ruler won't twist or move. So I go from here, and I draw, hit the corner of the building, and I stop. So all three of these corners went to the vanishing point. It's just when I hit the building, I stopped. So now it looks overlapped, like how a lot of these right here, parts of these buildings look overlapped. That's how you do that. Didn't do this corner because it goes back around behind the building, so we won't see that one. Okay? And it's going to do the same things the other building did. You're going to have to put windows on one side of every building. So just as a reminder of how you do that, you just pick a side. So I'm going to take this side right here because it's the longest one, and I'm going to put dots along here again. These are going to be starters for windows, and the easiest windows were like the ones we did before. And it works the same way. You go the vanishing point and the window dot for the starter, and you put your pencil down on that dot and you draw to the vanishing point, but you stop when you hit the building. Okay, so you go over to the next dot for the window, put your pencil down, you draw to the vanishing point, and you stop when you hit the building. One more dot. You've got to be moving the ruler, and make sure you're hitting and aiming for this bullseye. The vanishing point, that's the bullseye for the target. You don't want to be aiming off somewhere like this or somewhere like this. Then it's going to be incorrect. So corner. Okay, so vanishing point, and we've got this window dot that's really close to the corner, and it goes to the vanishing point like that. Okay, so I can do the same kind of windows. I can go in and put like a couple little random squiggles that you just draw, you freehand draw, then it go to the vanishing point, it makes it look like glass. Okay, rooftop detail on here. I'm just going to choose one that's here this time. I'm just going to go ahead and do, let's see, I'll do like these little tops of these little pipes here. So you've got like one that's a little bigger, one that's a little smaller, another one that's might be barely a little bit smaller yet. Okay, looks like they're kind of shaded on one side, so I'm going to go back and shade on one side a little bit. So I just kind of used the rooftop detail that was there, which is fine. Because actually here, there's like 4 different rooftop details on this building right here. There's the helicopter pad, the tops of these probably large pipes, this like heating or air conditioning system here, and the wall. So like there's 4 different rooftop details here. You only have to have 1 rooftop detail in each building. Okay, but there's 4 there. So I just borrowed one from this building and drew them there, and then I made one up on my own right there. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're finishing your drawing by adding shading and patterns to your skyscrapers along with roads, trees, sidewalks around the bases of the buildings. Okay, those are the things that you're adding, different details like that. Okay, so these are the steps that we're going to be going through in order to create your own city. So now I'm going to go over the minimums, like the very least that you're going to need. There's going to be a certain number of buildings you need, a certain number of roads, I've already mentioned that you're going to have windows on one side of every building. You're going to have at least one different rooftop detail on top of every building, and that's what I've done here. There's going to be a certain number of ground details you're going to need. So you're going to be creating your own city, and it's going to go all the way around the vanishing point with your buildings. So awesome job of following along. So we'll go ahead and get ready to go on to creating your own city. So awesome job.